Hey, welcome back to part 2 of building an extreme demon layout. There are some tweaks I would like to do from last episode, but other than that, I'm gonna hope to finish the drop, and even more, hopefully. If you didn't see last episode, I would highly recommend watching it, but this is what I built in last episode, and I'm pretty proud of what I have so far, but I'm finally at the drop now. So, with that, I need to build new gameplay. So the tweaks I want to do from last episode are mainly just buffs. What I realized is that this first part is way too hard compared to these sections. To prove my point, look at this section here. When you click this, look at how much room you have in between there. You have a lot of room for error, and the thing about extremes is they're widely known for having no room for error. So what we're going to be doing a lot at the start of this is just buffing a lot of these clicks. I also finally got a new mouse, which means I can actually scroll, as in the last episode I had a broken mouse that I couldn't scroll on, which means I can finally do things like this. And when it comes to this section, there is just way too much room for error. I like this saw, as I think it stands for a good way to make you click a little later on this, and especially click to the sync. But with this saw, I can just buff that a little. And even with this saw, we'll just move that up. And I think that makes these parts as balanced as everything else, except for this part. This part is probably the most open part of the level. This click right here is way too open. I also noticed from last episode, which I'm very sorry I didn't notice, but this gap is completely visible in the level, as you can see. So we're just gonna fill that in. Now that that's fixed, we can finally move on to the new gameplay. The drop starts off with these very heavy-hitting hard beats that I think I can make some really good wave or UFO gameplay to. Now that I think about it for a second, I think Ball would be really good if I included some gravity portals. So what I'm going for right now is, as you can see, a lot of orb style gameplay with different timings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot of orbs, and then when that certain part of the song comes, you'll see it when I show you, I switch game modes, and then I do that again with a different game mode, and it's different sections. And now I'm going to move on to the robot, and this is what that looks like. That's where I'm at so far, and I'm very happy with that. I think it fits well with the music, the orb style gameplay. Obviously, I don't have spikes in place to make it difficult, but this is what I'm going for with orb style timing gameplay for the drop, and I like it. Alright, so that's what I have so far, and after not even 30 minutes of building, I'm pretty much done most of the drop, which is nice. I love this orb type of gameplay. I don't know about you, but I love the type of smooth, wavy feeling it has. And I think with game modes that you can fly in the air, like ship and UFO, I think it works very well. So I'm now moving on to a more hype part of the song, but I want this to be slowly moving on till the ending. Right now I'm only at like 20% of the level. So I want this to slowly build up to what seems like the ending, but then it actually goes to the drop. You know how in songs where it's like a really boring, sad part of the song, and that leads up to the massive drop at the end of the song? That's what I want to happen. Like I said at last episode, I do want this to be XL or XXL, so I'm thinking anywhere between a minute 45 to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And thank you for the feedback on the last episode. I do appreciate it, and I would like to address something about this level. Do I want this to be a mega collab? And when I mean mega collab, I mean for decoration. Do I want other people to decorate this and have different parts? And yes, I think that would be very, very cool. And I think I would love to do that. The problem is we don't have enough people. And because this is an XL or XXL, either one, it's going to be a very long level, which means each part, people would have to decorate a lot. And a lot of people don't want to do that. So, let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to make a part, just send me a message on GD or send a comment on YouTube, and I will see either one. And yeah, if you want, next time I stream, send me an ID of any of your levels and I will check it out, and you could be a part of the decoration of this level if I do end up decorating it, or if other people end up decorating it, if it's a mega collab. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, moving on. So now I am at the point where I need to structure this. Structuring this took the longest out of anything, because that's where the difficulty comes in. All I have right now is base orb gameplay, no difficulty, right? This is 2-star gameplay. But there are obviously some harder clicks, as I needed to know where to go. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna spend the time and structure it properly, and I'm going to make sure that each click is balanced to the first part in difficulty. Alright, just off of the spikes, this is what I'm at right now. I'm pretty happy with it, but I do need to remember that I am mini, so I can probably even make more cuts. When I mean cuts, I mean buffs. Alright, after buffing it for a while, I think I'm happy with how it turned out. All I need to do now is finish the structuring. Since I have a lot of pillared spikes here, I would love to do something like Glorious Fortress, where there's a lot of spearheaded spikes, and they get closer to you when you get to them. So for example, I'm moving along here, the ones back here are going back, and these ones that I'm right next to are getting closer to me. That way it looks cool, and I feel like I could add to the theme. Now, I still don't 100% know what the theme is, but whatever I find out what it is, I think I could definitely get that to work. Also, something that you guys could suggest in the comments. Oh, and speaking about that, I also still need a name. So, if you would like to potentially have your name be the name for the level, please, I would love suggestions. I have no idea what to do. And on the plus side, if I do get a good name that I love, that might tell me what the theme of the level is. am very happy with what I have so far. The gameplay is a little learny, I might add, but once you learn it, it gets very consistent, and I am very happy with it. So we've already done a lot today, and this is what I have next. Now, I don't want to finish the rest of the gameplay today, but what I will do is I will add the transition, which I think I'm just going to add a red orb, just to make it like the start. And if you were wondering why I just stay flat when I'm falling here and not just fall into the void, it's because I have 2 blocks here that follow you, so you don't just fall onto the floor. And since you're a ship, I added one on the top too, so you can't bump your head. So what I'm going to do is I have them stopped already. I have these blocks. I have them stop right when the drop happens. So right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a simple red orb right there and have it not move. That way, by the time the blocks get there, they will stop right here, and it will be just like that. But because there is a block on top, you are probably going to hit your head, so I want it to stop right here. That way you still hit it, but you don't hit your head. So we're going to shorten the move time for this to 50, and that should just be enough. Now if we turn on hitboxes and test that, unfortunately you do hit your head, even though it does stop at the perfect time. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that 1/2 block over, because since it is moving at the exact same time, you are right in the middle here, and you should, and that is perfect. But since you are a ship at this point, you can bump your head and just miss the red orb, so I'm gonna make you a cube at the last second just so you can't do that. And with that, I believe this entire section is finished. I'm just gonna make it look like it is floating right here, just like that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I see you again in a future one. This was very fun to build, and I appreciate you watching 2 episodes now of making an Extreme Demon layout. If you liked the video and want to see more, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel or even just like the video. I will definitely be creating more videos just like this in the future, and I will definitely be creating a longer series of this and continuing the episodes longer and longer. And hopefully, I don't know right now, but hopefully this video is longer than the last one. I'm going to try and make more long form videos in the future. But I just got my mouse and I'm getting a new desk. It's going to be a new era for this channel. I'm going to really try and post almost every single day. So, if you like the sounds of that, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the showcase.